We just jumped back into the second half of season 3, but I have a bit of season 4 news. So spoiler alert, there are 35 new characters coming to All the Queen's Men. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis, Erica Vane, coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queen's Men video. And as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the new characters that we are seeing in All the Queen's Men season 4. They were casting right after the strike ended at the end of last year, and went into production around the same time as Zatima season 3 went into production. So we probably will be getting a season 4 of All the Queen's Men before the end of the year because they have already shot it. And after pulling the audition descriptions for each of the characters, the 35 of them, I have the descriptions. We're going to talk about them. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queen's Men content and conversations, because we have a lot of them and I am going to always give you the up-to-date information. Also, I will have all of the descriptions listed on ericavane.com, link in the description box down below for you to check it out and read for yourself if you would like to. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So 401 looks like it has 3 of the 35 new characters, and the episode is titled Hail Mary. Also, Tyler has tapped in writers. So we've been begging for Christian Keys to come back and write because season 1 was top tier elite and Christian was definitely behind that. However, Tyler Perry, I believe, took over writing in seasons 2 and 3. And in season 4, it looks like there's a complete writer's room. So in addition to telling you guys the characters, I'm also going to tell you who is writing the episode, okay? So episode 401 is written by Valencia Hawkins, and the first character is Santiago. Late 50s to 60, male Latinx. Santiago is Lotus's father, a bloodthirsty boss operating out of Mexico. In the middle of a crime war, he's vengeful, racist, holds others accountable, and unafraid to get his hands dirty to prove a point. So, madam, you disconnecting Lotus's head from her body is going to be the gift that keeps on giving in reference to consequences for thy actions, because Santiago is coming from Mexico to get with that ass. And the concierge had been warning you that you needed to go ahead and take a trip and settle things out. But of course, if she would have took that trip, y'all, would that mean that Madam would have gotten beheaded in Mexico? We don't know. So we understand why she ain't on the plane, but we just know that the problem is not going to be gone. And in season 4, it's going to come to her front door because Santiago is coming to Atlanta. Next new character is Dr. Fong. 50s, male, Asian. This nervous and rattled doctor has been filling Madam's prescriptions for some time, but has stopped out of fear of losing his license. He has an uncomfortable meeting with Madam, who makes it clear that losing his license will be nothing compared to what she'll do to him if he doesn't continue to get her drugs. Madam, now, I don't know what is going on. Maybe because the feds is going to be like really, really paying attention. The heat is on her. In the most recent episode, so I'm recording this after we got to see episodes 9 and 10 from season 3. And in that, we get to see that the footage of her doing all these dastardly deeds and crimes makes it to the police. So the concierge, who was supposed to wipe all these cameras clean and get rid of all this evidence, I guess makes the evidence clear or provides it to the police because, you know, him and Madam are at war. And maybe this is something that, or has something to do with why Dr. Fong is no longer feeling covered or protected, because it's too much heat on Madam. Everybody's looking her way, so anybody that comes into contact with her is probably going to be getting investigated as well. And if they turn up that he's funneling her drugs illegally, even if they're antidepressants or whatever for her psychiatric situation, that's a valid fear. Now, at the end of the day, you're making this man choose between living and losing his license. Maybe he feel like if he loses his license, he won't be living either. He can't provide for his family, girl. So, like, relax, Marilyn. You cannot kill everybody, girl. The third character in the premiere episode of season 4 is Veronica. She's female, late 20s, any ethnicity, very attractive. Veronica enjoys consuming cocaine and is willing, or rather desires, to do sexual favors for it. All right, Miss Ma'am, who we getting the cocaine from? Because Madam don't move big weight like directly. That's the Black Rock Boys MO. So we getting more backstory or understanding with the Black Rock boys. We know that Madam's daddy ain't dead. So is he coming to the top because, you know, he faked his death? So is he coming back to the top of the Black Rock boys, and now they about to be moving Major White Girl more than before? And that's how we run into Veronica. Interesting. I'm gonna think on it, and I'm gonna come back with some more predictions. Episode 2, titled Careless Whispers, is written by Arthur Harris, and it looks like there are 4 new characters in this episode. First up, Quincy, 20 or 21, black male. Quincy is a star participant during amateur night at the male strip club, which is Eden. Clearly receiving the most attention and praise for his dance moves on stage. He smiles proudly at the reception for his performance. He is offered a job as the newest dancer, though the rest of the dancers are suspicious of his sus behavior. However, he's on his own secret mission to locate his father. Wow. And this is a heavy reoccurring character, so we're going to see him more sprinkled throughout, not only, I guess, season 4, but as they go on in further seasons. Interesting. I am over the storyline of the cops infiltrating Eden as dancers. Like, between Casanova and Big D, I'm over it. So I didn't like the idea. Like, and y'all, I am reading this for the first time and giving y'all, like, basically live reactions as I'm giving you the breakdowns of it. I was not excited for the whole, like, he's on his own little mission, but, like, looking for his father. 20 to 21. Who would be his daddy? Would one of the other dancers be his daddy? Is Doc his daddy? Is Midnight his daddy? Is Tommy his daddy? Is Tommy this boy's daddy? Stop. Y'all, I'm already working on the family tree for all the Queensmen because I'm trying to figure out who the hell is Amp's mama. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw Quincy on a bunch, and I'm gonna start deep diving to figure it out. I'm intrigued by this character. He seems like he's going to bring a lot of story to, you know, the club, invigorate actual real story with the dances, because right now the main dancers, the amateur dancers, they not giving when it comes to the story of it. I'm low-key bored. I need them to figure out what they want to do with El Fuego. I need Amp to get the hell out my face and off my screen. Doc and Midnight, and Babyface is a clown. A clown? Yes, he's a clown. So Quincy, come on up. We know the Trouble gonna have problems because Quincy clearly is gonna be a breakout, and if Quincy gets pulled to the main stage before Trouble does, then Trouble gonna be hollering, but I wanna be up there, but I wanna... Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down. Anyway, second new character, Renee, 30s, black female. This demure looking woman is a client of Midnight's sensual massage that turns erotic. A satisfied customer and an eager to return customer, she vocalizes her pleasure and asks Midnight to indulge her in a dark fantasy. She soon becomes obsessive, popping up on him at work and home. Ooh, this gives what was Babyface's little sugar mama name? Dang, he threw her off that balcony and I forgot her as quickly as she went down. This gives that. So we're going to get another one of her. Miss Patty. Renee seemed like she going to be a younger replacement for Miss Patty. But this time it's going to be with Midnight. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Third new character of the episode is Ladarius, a bodyguard at Club Eden, mid-30s, black, slightly heavyset. Ladarius is on door duty and confiscates Angela's flashlight. Angela's? Okay, so we getting a Zima crossover here. Is that who Angela is? Later, during a smoke break in the alley, Ladarius starts to tell a ghost story, flicks on a flashlight for spooky illumination, and is blown to bits because it isn't a flashlight, it's a bomb. What the hell? Okay, so that's not Angela from Zima, because why the hell would she have a bomb? But clearly, spoiler alerts, y'all, for the season, because they didn't put a lot of detail into these descriptions. The fourth and final new character in episode 2 of season 4 is named Reggie. Male, 20 or 21, black. Reggie is a rhythmically challenged, mentally ill man of little stature who's sensitive about his size. He verbally and physically assaults his wrongdoers when he feels he's being mocked, especially when it's in public and on stage while he's showing off his sexiest moves during amateur night at a male strip club. Oh, not Reggie coming in here causing a ruckus and gonna get his whooped. He's gonna get his whooped. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, the main dancers, the men of Eden, they got a little bit of aggression, and they're gonna go ahead and use Reggie to take it out. Since he wanna be beating on people, he gonna go ahead and get beat on, and about time, because maybe that'll stop them from fighting each other. Episode 3, titled 99 Problems, is written by Yvette Foy, and it has one new character in it, Williams. Female, early 30s, black, straight, tomboyish, ex-military, but not masculine. Smart, empathetic, been through some stuff. Williams is Blue's military buddy who served with her in Afghanistan. Williams visits Blue after a long absence, and the two women are clearly very close, but Williams has gone to therapy to work with her own PTSD, while Blue still insists she can handle it. Williams has handled her own old angers as well, and is much more mellow person. Okay, so Williams is going to be the calm that Blue needs, and maybe this is going to be a way of infusing a little bit of therapy for Blue, even though she's not going to therapy herself. This little good homegirl, this military buddy who she's not going to get sexually involved with, so they're not going to be bumping poom pooms, can sit and talk, and Blue can be vulnerable and can be open. My only concern is if Williams is like on the straight and narrow and has gotten therapy and has healed, and she gets a peek into the life that Blue is living, she could be the one that's like, you need to get away from Marilyn. This is not going to work for you. This is not healthy for you. And you know what? I'm here for it. It's giving story. All right, episode number 4 from season 4 is titled Back in the Game. It's written by Moniece Mitchell-Sims, and it looks like it has 4 characters as well. First up is Angela. Okay, so we get a sneak peek of Angela 2 episodes before, but we don't know that this is Angela. But it says that this is one of the concierge's followers, late 20s, early 30s, black, an unassuming looking woman. Angela shows up at Club Eden and deliberately gets her flashlight confiscated by Ladarius, and it later blows up in his face. Captured by Madam, Angela is tortured to reveal her motive for planting a bomb in a nightclub, and then killed. So, girl, you got 2 scenes max. That's what happens when you the concierge's little minion coming up in the Club Eden, because this is Madam Land, Angela. This is Madam Land. Next up is Brianna, a woman at Club Eden, mid-30s, early 40s, black. She is looking for some private action from one of the male dancers, and she's prepared to spend some serious money to get one of the dancers to come to Brianna's home and service her. Okay, you well paid. You gonna be a replacement of Miss Tandy? Because Miss Tandy gotta go. Her sick-ass husband gotta go. She gotta go. And she was one of the biggest tippers. So maybe Brianna's going to be the new replacement for Miss Tandy, but she got some sense, and all she wants is a little bit of sex. Third new character in this episode is Secret Service Agent number 1. This Secret Service agent works at the White House, mid-30s, early 40s, open ethnicity. Brusquely lets the concierge know that his presence is not only unwanted, his persona non grata, and needs to be escorted out. Okay, not y'all using these big old words. So brusquely, y'all, means rudeness. So he rudely just tells the concierge that he got to go, and he's going to usher his ass up out of there. So whatever's going on with Madam and his beef is made it back to the White House. Remember, he brought Madam to the White House back in season 1 and was like flexing because he got connections, but now he's no longer wanted or welcome there. He must be kicking up a little bit too much dust down in Atlanta, and now he's gotten on the wrong side of the line. Fourth new character in this episode is Toni, a very attractive older woman, early 50s, black. Toni shows up unexpectedly at Amp's apartment, but she's not there to deliver food. Oh, she is Amp's mother, and Dom is unprepared for her arrival. Ooh, child, there we go. I just got the answer I've been looking for. Had I read these descriptions earlier, I'd have known who Amp's mama is. Now we know who Amp's mama is. It's Toni, but how is Toni related to Madam and Carla? Ooh, child. The plot thickens. Episode 5 of season 4 is titled Family Ties. It's written by Valencia Parker. Dr. Michaela Carrera, female, 30s to 40s, Afro-Latinx. Dr. Michaela Cabrera is Blue's new therapist. Kind, professional, upfront, and reassuring. She tries to put Blue at ease, even agreeing to not taking any notes during the session if it makes Blue feel uncomfortable. She acquires Blue's trust in helping her deal with her deep-seated PTSD from her military days and the trauma she has from the violent life she's currently experiencing. I love her already. Like, I love Dr. Carrera already just by her daggone description. Love that for us. She gonna get all up into Blue's mentals and help her. Help our good sis heal. We love this for her. Episode 6 is titled Gas Face. It's written by Arthur Harris. Has one new character, Naima. Late 20s to 30s, black female. This lab tech at the police station is plain Jane with a big smile and a pretty laugh. The type to swoon and giggle when someone flirts with her, flattered at compliments because she doesn't get them every day. Doc takes advantage of this and invites her to the club. At the club, she is drugs and acts manic and paranoid, putting her job and all the cases she's working on in jeopardy, including Madam's. Lord have mercy. Doc is going to forever seduce a hoe. I swear. I can't. Episode 7 is titled Trick Daddy. Is written by Yvette Foy. And one new character, Jessica, female, mid-30s, early 40s, black or Latina. This patron at Club Eden is interested in hiring a dancer for a side gig. Okay, not too much to her. And this one is also written by Valencia Parker. The first new character, and 408 is titled You Got Served. The first new character is Bailiff. Late 40s to 50s, open ethnicity, male or female. This bailiff calls the court to order as the judge enters. So somebody is going on trial. Somebody is in jail. Somebody's being prosecuted. The second new character is Officer London, female, late 20s, early 30s, black or Latina. An unsuspecting club patron waiting in line to get into Club Eden signals the trouble and starts to make a lucrative drug deal with her. She turns out to be an undercover cop. Of course, Trouble. Your ass is always going to live up to your name. You are always going to be Trouble. So, is it Trouble who has started a whole drug empire in the club? Because, you know, we saw the patron that loves to give sexual favors in exchange for some cocaine. Now, if this person is buying this off of Trouble, is Trouble the lead? Or is Madam moving that weight? Or is Madam Daddy moving that weight? Ooh, child. Episode 9, titled Rat Tat Tat Tat, is written by Arthur Harris. And it has one new character as well. Destiny / process server, female, late 20s to 30s, black or Latina. This processor server covertly tracks down and casually approaches her target, only to lose her cover when she abruptly asks him to confirm his full government name. She feigns being an ice cream enjoyer and ends up getting it thrown in her face. What the hell is a process server? Oh, a process server is a person who serves people legal paperwork. Okay. So she's trying to serve whoever is getting sued. Is it Madam? Did Madam throw the ice cream in the face? This is funny. I feel like this is going to be a comedic moment. She's not a cop, but she's a employee of the court. Okay, cool. Episode 11 is titled Smoke and Mirrors. It's written by Craig LaMarche. And it has 5 new characters, it looks like. First one is Monica, female, mid-20s, black, apparently a delivery person for Peachtree Distillery. Monica has a uniform and a clipboard and crates of what looks like liquor for Club Eden. But Monica is an armed robber, and those crates contain guns. She and her partners plan to rob everyone at Eden at gunpoint. Monica, I hope you count your damn days, because if you coming into Eden to try to rob Madam, you're going to leave out in a body bag. I would wish you good luck, but I'm not into throwing up goofy ass wishes. Dr. Laurie, second new character in this episode, an orthopedist, 40s to 70s, any ethnicity. He examined Babyface's knee and tries to get his patient to understand that his injured joint needs rest and recuperation time, but Babyface is too impatient and demands an immediate cortisone shot. Dr. Lowry's advice falls on deaf ears. Good. Go ahead and blow out all these goddamn needs of yours so that you can get out of everybody's face and get off of our nerves because you're a clown, Babyface. A clown? Yes, he's a clown with badass knees. So look at that. I wonder how your tip is going to love it when your knees is creaking and you can't get your ass back up. Don't like Babyface, as y'all can tell. Third new character in this episode is Harry, Babyface's regular barber, mid-30s, black. He's working on another customer when Babyface walks in, and that customer is Quincy, who straight up stole his father's appointment. Harry is embarrassed to be caught in the middle of a family dispute, but he's got a gun and won't let this ugly family reunion escalate. Okay, the barber with a gun, the barber who bought that life. I don't think this is going to have anything to do with Babyface. He's just going to witness it. Now, fourth new character is Lester Tenenbaum. Male in his 50s, white, nerdy, and meticulous, and proud of it. Lester is a custom engineer of specialty devices, and he explains to the court how he fabricated a working guillotine to Madam's ghoulish specifications. Damn it, Lester, not you turn state's witness on Madam. Now Madam gotta kill you, Lester. Okay, so is Madam going to court behind killing Lotus? That can't possibly be. Maybe it's just going to be one of the many things that the prosecution puts forth about Madam's many crimes. Because if the concierge takes this the legal route, then that gives that you're a bitch maid, sir. You really not about this underworld life, because you went to go tell the law. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Lil Lester and how many days he got after he go ahead and witnesses. What happens to witnesses? That's not nice. Last but not least, new characters in this episode is Officer Banks, 40s, male, any ethnicity. The police officer has been assigned to guard Trouble, who is in undercover custody. And he can't even go to the bathroom for a minute without Trouble living up to her name. Undercover custody. Okay, so I'm not gonna go as far as to say that she is turning into some type of witness and she's trying to cut a deal. Maybe she's trying to break free. Maybe she's been apprehended and they trying to keep it on the low because they building this big ass case against Madam. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what that means. But Trouble, about time your Trouble name is useful. Give these damn police hell. Episode 12 is titled Weak in the Knees. It's written by Valencia Parker, and it has two new characters. Sassy Lady is a female, 30s black. This patron at Club Eden shakes and cringes in fear when someone threatens her with physical violence after she busted for wearing stolen jewelry. Child, the patrons fighting is no consequence to me. Whatever y'all doing in this damn club is whatever y'all doing. Second character is Officer Smalls, female, 20s to 40s, any ethnicity. This officer makes an arrest and drags the culprit away while reading the Miranda rights. So maybe one of the patrons get arrested? Or, who knows? Episode 13, titled UNITY. It's not sung like that, but it's spelled out, so that's why I did it like that. This episode is written by Monica Mitchell Sims, and it has 4 new characters. First up is Jamal, male, late 20s, mid 30s, black. This barber working in his barbershop is confronted by Madam, who holds a gun at his head in order to get him to confess that he got some woman to rob her club. A terrified Jamal immediately tells her everything she wants to know. Then she shoots him in the leg for being so easy. Not this barbershop getting all types of hell. My God. I hope that that Babyface barber don't try to pull a gun on Madam, because Madam pulled the gun on his coworker, because this won't end well for you. Second new character in this episode is 4 woman Shirley, females, 50s black. This jury foreperson formally tells the court the verdict. Ooh, so at least by the episode 13, we're going to know if Madam is getting off or not. And I feel like she has to if she's also in this episode shooting people in the leg because she back doing her damn thing. We gonna see, child. Third new character is Breeze, female, sexy, curvy, mid-20s, black, Afro, Latinx or Latinx. This young woman has been hired as a fluffer by Madam to get the guys all warmed up for their evening performances. Oh God, another fluffer. Whatevs. Clint, male, 40s, black. He's a barber at the same shop where Jamal works, who wonders why Madam and Tommy are locking the door. Well, not Madam shut up everybody in that hole, then locked it up, and then this boy comes to work and he like, I'm trying to go to work, and she's like, oh, you get the day off. Madam is a wild girl, okay? She's a wild girl. All right, episode 15 is titled All Eyes on Me, written by Yvette Foy. And it has 3 new characters, it looks like. First up is Joe LaMarche, 40s to 50s white, the attorney for the late Gene Marks. He's a probate/estate specialist who takes a meeting with Toni, Gene's allegedly grieving widow. Joe keeps his best poker face on as he examines the last will and testament that Toni produces, a document that Joe has never seen before. Ma'am, just worry about you and your son, Toni. You worry about Amp. Like, what is going on with you? Did you kill your husband for his child? A mess. Second new character is just titled Drug Dealer, 20s to 30s black. A sketchy looking drug dealer who has been arrested for having drugged sex with an underage girl. He's ready to trade in exchange for a reduced sentence. And he dickers with Detective Davis. What does dickers mean? In fact, he'd sell his mother down the river in order to get that rape charge dropped. Is Detective Davis still a damn detective by season 4? Because right now she's on the ropes, honey. They is going to light her ass up and then put her under the jail. The fourth new character in this episode is arresting officer, 20s to 40s, male or female, open ethnicities. This police officer shows up at Midnight's door to place Renee Nolan under arrest. Because, girl, stop being so worried about this man. You stalking this man, and stalking is a felony. Okay? The season finale is titled Murder Was the Case, and it's episode 416. It's written by Arthur Harris, and it has 2 new characters. So Jason, male, white, 30s, the tow truck driver, is just doing his job and pulls out a baseball bat when he feels threatened by a man who lives in a car being impounded. Ooh, who living in a car, honey? Who living in a car? And then process server number 2 is male or female, open age, open ethnicity. This process server wakes up a man living in his car to serve him with a lawsuit. Child, I gotta think on it. I have no idea who this character would be that's living in a car. I feel like it's one of the main dancers, but we're gonna see. Is it Babyface? Because with his bad knees, he ain't got no money, and you know they just spend all their money up. Anywho, those are the 30 plus new characters that are coming to season 4 of All the Queen's Men. Again, we are currently in the middle of finishing out the second half of season 3. So be sure to subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of those videos as I drop episode breakdowns and continue conversations around characters and storylines. It's your good sis, you let us talk TV with. You can find all of the descriptions I just read to you on ericavane.com. Link in the description box down below. And I'm going to see you in the next one.